Hey, so welcome to my 20-hour review of the CAT 299 D3XE. So I've taken a series of videos already, and just to kind of show some of the different work tools that I've been using on our farm, and so I'll post them eventually. This is, YouTube is new to me, but I feel like I should kind of share my experiences and just kind of help everybody out. But I've been using equipment for, off and on for a number of years. Grew up on a farm, used to have a John Deere skid steer, and was really kind of leaning toward John Deere. It was a track machine as well, and was leaning toward John Deere or Bobcat because truthfully, I'd used Caterpillar in the past and didn't really want a Cat, never saw myself having a Cat because the Caterpillars that I had been on, I just felt like were really weak machines compared to other things I've been on. But I got to hand it to my rep, Brian Chamberlain at Stowers Equipment in Knoxville. I'll tell you guys, I think you should give him a call. And I can say this, at least he'll be honest with you. He told me, in terms of an all-around machine, he felt like the Caterpillar performs better all around. And after 20 hours, I'll say that, I agree with him. I demoed a 870, T870 Bobcat. Like I said, I had a John Deere. I haven't ran a Kubota or a Takeuchi. Was looking at a Talk as well. But after getting the Caterpillar out here and trying it out, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It is, it's just a big difference between the other machines. But so I'll get kind of more in depth on the machine and the review. I know I said this was a 20-hour review, but I'll just say this: after 20 hours of using it, I've enjoyed every bit of it. I don't think that it will lift as well as the Bobcat or the John Deere. You can see I've got this big grapple on here, this root grapple, and I've been pulling out some stumps and with some roots. So it's it's hard to tell. I mean, that's kind of subjective because I feel like if I were in a different machine, it might pull it out, but I don't know because you come up to every stump's different, I guess. So so it's hard to tell what kind of root system it's got, but some of them it's pulled out pretty easy. Other ones that I feel like it should pull out, it's not pulled out as well as I'd like. In terms of just using the machine and comfort, man, I don't think you can't find a machine that's more comfortable than this machine. It is smooth as silk. The technology in it it's just phenomenal. I've heard people talk about, well, the Caterpillar rocks back and forth and things like that because of the suspension, but I'll tell you, on this new model, the suspension is much stiffer than the previous ones that I've used. The other thing I can tell you is that there's a kit available if you would like that will, from my understanding, looking through Caterpillar's parts catalog, that will basically kind of locks the suspension out, so to speak, and it still dampens the vibration and gives you some suspension, but it's more like a rigid type suspension. But so that's always an option that you can talk to your Cat dealer about. I've never heard that mentioned before. It's funny, it seems like Caterpillar does a lot of things. Their machines are capable of a lot of things, but they don't do a good job showing it on their videos. So I'm gonna try to put some videos together to show you guys some of the things that this machine is capable of. I'm not saying that you should do it or use it the way that I'm using it, but I just think that if it's capable of it, people might want to know what the machine's capable of. But I will show you around just a little bit what I'm working on. This is kind of the property. I have cleared this property that you can see here in well under 20 hours. I don't really know if I've got 10 hours on clearing this out. And I've used the industrial brush cutter, and now I'm going through with the root grapple and picking stuff up and pulling the stumps out, because that's one of the reasons that I went this way, is because I wanted to get the stumps out, wanted to get the root systems out so I could turn this into kind of a pasture area. But but I'm just feel like, you know, we're super blessed. The Lord has blessed us immensely, and I can't wait to kind of document this piece of property and what we're doing to it and how much use we're getting out of this machine, because it's so far I have been super impressed, and I'm glad that I decided to go with the Cat, and I'm glad that you know, I listened to Brian. And you know, the other thing I can say is I thought Caterpillars were expensive. Thought they were more expensive than the other machines. This machine actually ended up being, I got it for less than what the T870 was quoted to me for. And I've got just a much better machine. And I've got a friend that's been a Bobcat guy for life. And he demoed the 870 with me, and he felt like it was weak too. It's just power-wise, it doesn't compare to this machine. It might lift a little bit more, but overall power and control of the machine, there's no comparison. But and I know everybody's got their opinion, but I really came into this deal not wanting a Caterpillar. So that's about the only thing I can tell you, and I'm gonna shoot you guys straight, just like I told you on the stumps. I feel like that the Bobcat would probably lift some of those stumps out that this Caterpillar wouldn't. But you know, I don't know, overall, all around tool, it's just it just seems like a much better machine to me. And as I was walking around, I just noticed this stump here. You can see the size of this. I hope you can see the size of this, but I just I cut this off earlier with the industrial brush cutter, the high flow unit. And so if that gives you a better idea, I mean, the thing's a foot thick at least, or over. So it didn't take much to go through there. It's crazy what the high flow does. And I'll say that just to kind of shorten this thing up, I would definitely recommend the XE version. I demoed a non-XE version and a non-high flow industrial brush cutter, and there is a substantial difference. It's, you know, it's definitely worth the price difference to go ahead and upgrade to this XE version and get that extra horsepower and get that extra flow. You won't regret it. So I'll try to get these things posted. I don't plan on doing any editing. I have a full-time job, and so this is just, like I said, something to kind of help people out and kind of share my experience and what we've been doing. And we'll get a little further in depth in the machine later on. But I just kind of wanted to park it for a minute and show you what we've been doing on the property, and give you just a brief update. So thanks for watching.